Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Still 9 remaining on second down. To throw is Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, here's Agnew. Able to slither by. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Sutton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 15 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Watson. He'll check this one down to Michelle. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, here's
a diving catch right side. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And there's another one complete to Chenault. Ooh, with a juke. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Being chased out left. Man open, here is Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. To Michelle on the dump off. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Out right to Bourne. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demarcus Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, it's Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And down to 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Open man is born. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, they run with Michel. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
They'll get this off DTN.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Another nice pickup through.
Touchdown! It's complete.
Laviska Shenault,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again,
and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Watson to Michel on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It's complete to Robinson.
and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Watson. For a right sideline is complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
To return, here's Agnew.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Flushed out right.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Watson and the Texans now. Down 24-14. 2:13 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Watson. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From the 29, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Into the hands of Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
To throw again is Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and goal, Lawrence forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week.